What's good, YouTube? Back again with another video, and in today's video we have for you a Michael Jordan All-Star Game jersey collection by Mitchell & Ness, and also every sneaker he wore, which in the representing jerseys that we have for you behind us, right? So we're going to start from 85, we have 89, we have 93, we have 03. So we have so many years that represent MJ during the All-Star Game. And of course, we want to say happy birthday to Michael Jordan, one of the greatest players of all time. Today, February 17th, is his birthday. So super shout out to Mike. I know he'll never see this, but maybe somebody from Jordan Brand is watching. And that's always a pleasure to know that they are watching. So super awesome on that. Now, I plan on doing individual reviews for all of these jerseys in the upcoming future. Basically, I've never done any reviews on these, including the finals jersey that he wore in 1998. So I plan on doing a review on all of these, which will give you plenty of content to look forward to, especially some jerseys that have different versions. So at least two of these jerseys, to my knowledge, two different versions made by Mitchell & Ness. One being the 1985, there's a USA run and there's a China run, and they're both completely different. In fact, I'm going to put a video down below. Go check out Rivalry Sportswear. He has the 1985 USA version, which is really beautiful, and to me a much closer and nicer job than the 1985 that I have. So again, you may want to do some research in which jersey you'd rather pick up. This is most likely what you're going to get now, so that's also a good thing to see, right? So like I said earlier, we're going to show you the jerseys really quickly, and then we're going to show you the sneakers that he matched up with. And then at that point, maybe if I have a little story to tell about a particular moment that happened within that game, I'll put that out there as well. All right, so let's get this jersey video started. And first up to bat, 1985, a rookie. Right, rookie of the year, 1985. And like I said earlier, there's two different versions of these. This is a flat vinyl pressed on, but this is the 1985 Rookie of the Year, aka the Frozen Game. There was rumors going around that they didn't really pass him the ball. He was getting way too much hype, and of course him having his own sneaker, and the sneaker he wore, right? I mean, I have a version of it, so this counts, I guess. But we have the Chicago 1 Lost and Found, and he would wear this pair together. I'll probably put pictures up so you guys can relate as I speak and say these stories. But yeah, this is the 1985 Jordan Mitchell & Ness jersey. They pretty much wore this style of jersey for most of the 80s. So I think they only switched it up in colors. So a white version, they had a red version, and they also had a blue version, which was really nice. But yeah, this is the 1985 combination that we have. MJ rocking the Jordan 1s. We have the 1985 jersey. Beautiful, right? And then we get to the next year, right? So Mitchell & Ness skipped a couple of years. Some of the jerseys are redundant, as you can see, especially with the styles. So I guess it doesn't make sense to go through every single year. 1988 is a big All-Star game for Michael Jordan. This All-Star game took place in Chicago, and he was MVP of not only the regular season, but he was also MVP of the All-Star game. This is all off the top of the dome. Like, there's no Google because I just know his career so much. But he also won his second slam dunk contest against Dominique Wilkins. He may have done a dunk twice. It happens, right? Don't be a hater. He won his second slam dunk contest. And in fact, it's probably the most iconic poster in basketball history. Right? We all had that poster, or we have a version of that poster, or we've seen that poster where he's on the free throw line and he's in the middle of the air, and it just really looks incredible. It looks like he's flying, right? It just looks like he's stuck in midair, and the angle from where that picture took place from, it's just beautiful. So either way, this All-Star game, he would drop 40 points, I believe, 1 MVP. This would be his first All-Star game MVP, I think, out of 3. So 88, 96, and 98 will be his 3 MVPs, and we'll get into those years later. This is the 1988 jersey. I think they did a great job with this, actually. Like I mentioned it earlier before, you see the sheen on this jersey, and it just sticks out a lot more. The sneakers of choice were very interesting. This is the first time we've seen a dedicated All-Star game sneaker, right? So he never wore these in the playoffs. He never wore these anywhere else other than the 1988 All-Star game. And this is also the first time we've seen, I guess, a black version of a shoe. Although we got the black and red Jordan 1, he never wore them in game. And then we never saw a black and red Jordan 2. And then this is like the black and gray Jordan 3. So let me show you the sneaker that he wore during the All-Star game. Shout out to NBA 2K because I'm playing this Michael Jordan mode and it's really dope. And you actually have to play the All-Star game, the 1988 one. And he's wearing these sneakers in the game. He's wearing this jersey. It's so dope, man. Like, if you haven't played that mode, go check it out. I'm sure NBA 2K is on sale, and that mode is totally worth it. But you play through all his memorable moments throughout his career. So, a lot of memorable moments. Trust me when I say. But this is the combination he wore. Black Cement 3, Nike Air on the back. This is one of the greatest threes of all time. This is one of the greatest sneakers of all time. This is the combination that he wore. It's beautiful, right? This is so dope. What more can I say? So, that is 1988, right? Then we get to 1989. And he went to the red jersey. This was a little bit of an older China run. And you can see the flat, matted numbers in this game. He would rock the Jordan 4 black and cement. And this has slowly become my favorite Jordan 4. It used to be the white and cement, but every time I see this, I think this is just a better looking sneaker. I mean, it's 1A, 1B. These are so beautiful. Definitely glad to have these in the collection. Nubuck is still clean. Everything still looks really good. But he would rock this combination back in 1989. I'm going to put pictures up so you guys can have the visual of him rocking the sneakers with the jersey. Super dope. So that's 1989. And then we go to 1991. All right. Now, 1991 and 1992, they switched up the All-Star jerseys just a little bit. Hey, what's up, buddy? What's up? But this one is a little bit different than the 1992. They actually have the 1992 available from Fanatics. This one has the stars on the crown, which then pushes the NBA logo up. This took place in Charlotte. I thought it took place in Philadelphia for some reason, but it didn't. It took place in Charlotte. And he would wear the black and infrared Jordan 6. So now we're starting to see a trend from the Jordan 4. He would wear his playoff edition sneakers in the All-Star game. He would reveal them in the All-Star game. But the memories of him wearing these sneakers mostly were done in the playoffs. So the Jordan 4 started that trend. In the Jordan 5, he had the black and metallic silver. And then in 1991, we get the black and infrared Jordan 6. Of course, he would wear this en route to his first championship. So this is a championship jersey, I guess you could say. And then this is a championship sneaker. And this is actually the 2014 version. I do have the Nike Air version. It is upstairs. I didn't want to go upstairs and bring it out. Still very nice. A little bit more pink than the latest retro, but not super far off once you put them really close together. But the newest and latest retro is a lot more accurate to the pink or the infrared on the Jordan 6, right? But this is the combination he wore in 1991. Super clean. Probably my favorite All-Star jerseys. This 91 to 93 era, I think, was the best version of MJ All-Star Game jerseys. Any jersey that he participated in, these are my favorite, right? So, 1991. And then we get to 1993. This is my favorite Michael Jordan NBA All-Star Game jersey. This took place in Salt Lake City. We are back again in Utah. I have to do individual reviews so you can see the details. But there's screen print on this. There's also stitch lettering layered. And then on the back, we have stitching as well. So this is just a really dope jersey. In fact, Mitchell and Ness almost got this jersey wrong. I believe the original promo release, they had red numbers as the outer 12. So glad they were able to fix it because this is how it is. It's supposed to be like this. So red numbers on the back, white numbers on the front. They were able to fix it. And then, of course, he would rock another All-Star Game exclusive, the Aqua 8s, right? This is definitely paying homage to me, in my opinion. Charlotte Hornets colorways. They have alternate jerseys that are both purple and teal. I think this pays homage to that team, which eventually becomes a team he owns. So maybe he thought about owning this team from a very, very long time ago, because he started to make colorways of his Air Jordans with the team, right? We all know the Jordan 5 grapes, then these, and then now there's a whole bunch of grape iterations that represent the Charlotte Hornets. Back to this. This is the combination he would wear in 1993, which to me was a dope combination, although there's no royal blue on this, but it still looked really dope on court. Mike made everything look dope. I have to be honest. The calf sleeve, the Jordans, the way the socks were, it's crazy because on court he looks super dope, and then off court, I'm not gonna rag on my man. It's his birthday, but you know, he may need a stylist. You know what I'm saying? He may need a stylist. He's still crispy. He's still MJ. He's still the GOAT. But goddamn. But as far as on court, I think he was the flyest on court dude to play. Like, he just looked like he's a baller. So with that being said, we have the 1993 right here. This is the combination he wore in Salt Lake City. I believe John Stockton and Karl Malone were co-MVP, right? Nice to have co-MVPs for the same team, for the team that plays in that All-Star game. So let's see. I don't think there's any Jazz. Yeah, there's one Jazz All-Star in this year's All-Star game. But either way, right? 1993, you rocked this jersey, my favorite All-Star game jersey. And then he rocked the Aqua 8s. Super clean. And then we go to most people's GOAT All-Star game jersey. We have the 1996 All-Star game jersey that took place in San Antonio, which gives you not only the colorway of the jersey, but also gives you the jalapeno. In 1995, they played in Phoenix, and you got a cactus. So really nice for them to add the jalapeno to show or represent the town that they're playing the All-Star game in. This is another All-Star game in which he got MVP. This is his first full season back from his first retirement. So it was nice to see MJ back. He was playing with Penny, Shaq, so many legends. And he was the best player on the court, and he always was. I mean, maybe except his Washington years. He always was, on the Bulls, the best player on the court. So this is the 1996. Of course, we need a retro or a re-retro of the white and what was called the Columbia Blue at one time. But apparently they got sued for calling it Columbia Blue. They changed it to Legend Blue. And this was the first Legend Blue sneaker. But we have UNC hints. We see UNC players wear these all the time now. But we need a high patent leather version of this. I actually had to clean mine up a little bit, but we had the leather upper. It's just a beautiful shoe, and I would love to get another retro of these. You know, I kind of cooked mine a little bit. It's still holding up, right? It's still not so bad. I would love for the bottom to be a little bit more blue. Right now, it's starting to look a little yellow, but it just comes with the territory. You know, it is what it is, right? But this is the combination that he would wear, man. This is a beautiful jersey. Now, there's also two iterations of this jersey as well. So, a USA version, which got the numbers wrong. I forgot which one it got wrong. I believe it was the 2, and I believe the 2 upside. It was something. It was something that they got wrong, but apparently it was better quality. Unfortunately, it just was done wrong or done incorrectly. They recreated the China version, and they got this one right. So I'm glad they got this one right. Columbia 11s with the jersey. This is the combination he would wear in 1996, right? So super dope. A lot of people's favorite All-Star Game jersey is this one. And then we get to 1997. Right? And now this, they go back to their regular jerseys, but they added a patch on it. This is also the NBA's 50th anniversary. So we get the gold logo. So this is just the Bulls colorway. He would bring out the playoff 12 in the black and white. We got this release last year, February. Same thing. We're getting a playoff version this year, and we're going to get into that as well. I bought 2 pairs of the new ones. I actually had the old ones as well. I may put them on GOAT or put them somewhere so somebody else can enjoy them. But I have 2 pairs of these. They're still very crispy. And this is his combination that he would wear in 1997. 1997, he had a triple-double in the All-Star game. So, shout out to Mike. I think they won. This is another great combination, Bulls colorway. Now, of course, he would wear these in home playoff games only during the 1997 playoffs. So, He won the chip in this in Game 6, but anytime they played a home game, he would rock the playoff 12 at home. This colorway, right? Black and white. One of the best. And then we get to 1998. And this is basically the same as the 1997. Seb has the 98 patch. Also, this was his last MVP in the All-Star game. Also, he would wear the playoff 13. Now, I just ordered or reserved my pair pick up tomorrow, but this is the 2011 version, right? So this is almost 12 years old now. Still in really good shape. Let me just make sure, yeah. It's 2011 this was released. Still in really good shape. The glue's not coming apart. I don't know how. I'm not going to complain about it, but I can't wait to get the retro version. This is 1998. His showdown with Kobe, Madison Square Garden. One of the better All-Star game moments in Mike's career because you kind of seen the passing of the torch. And at this point, we knew that this was probably his last season as a Bull. Playoff 13s or All-Star 13s, however you want to call them, but with the All-Star jersey because it had the 98 patch. All right, so that's 1998. And now we're down to the last jersey in the collection. And where are you? This is where things got a little interesting. This is the only Wizards jersey Mitchell and Ness ever created. They're not going to create a Wizards jersey. Let me repeat that again. They're not going to create a Wizards jersey. So if you want to get a Wizards jersey, you have to buy the vintage one. Now, Mitchell and Ness messed up. They never had the rights to release this jersey. I don't know how they spilled it to Mike, but basically, the minute this went on shelves or for sale, they were immediately taken off because of this logo right here. Now, people thought that it was the Wizards logo that they didn't have rights to. That wasn't the case. The NBA gave them rights to the licenses. It was the fact Jordan doesn't want anything released with the Wizards, right? I'm not sure if the Wizards get paid residual for making this product. So if that's the case, I'm sure it's even more of an incentive that he makes sure that he doesn't put any revenue into the Wizards organization. That could be it. I really don't know. But he didn't want anything released in the Wizards logo under his name. That's why we do not get any Wizards jerseys. Now, with that being said, this is the 2003 All-Star Game jersey. This is his last All-Star Game jersey. I'd mentioned the link down below. Go check out my boy. He has the original version of this. So Reebok made the original versions. I used to have it. I used to have a 48+2. I let go of it like an asshole, and I definitely have regrets in doing so. But this is the recreation Mitchell and Ness version of the 2003 All-Star Game jersey. This is all stitched on, double layered on the All-Star. Really nicely done. Like, I could get into so much more details when I do the individual review. And then we have the Wizards logo on the back. We have the 23. Really nicely done. And as you can see, it pays a little bit of homage to the 1988, which I think they were shooting for, but also looks like the 1985. So it looks like multiple jerseys. I actually have the Kobe version of this as well, which looks like the 1989, right? So we got that. But I wanted to show you the sneakers that he would wear. These would be the last sneakers MJ would wear on court, right? The Jordan 18 and the white and royal. And there's promotional pictures of him brushing the black and blue Jordan 18, which I have literally right up there. And he's brushing his shoe. And he would take promotional pictures of the black and blue. But in game, he would rock the white and blue, which is a perfect combination for this jersey. And that was such a memorable All-Star Game jersey. Mike played really well. You saw all the new talent that would take over the league in the 2000s. Mike hits a shot over Sean Marion to go up by 2. And then Kobe comes down, gets fouled, hits the free throws to tie up. And then they go into overtime, and then the West eventually prevails. But to see Mike play against all these new stars, Kobe, Kidd, Dirk, Duncan, Shaq, KG. I mean, he was holding his own, man. For somebody who's 40 years old, I thought it was really special and really dope to see him kind of go off into the sunset. But this would be his last All-Star game. He still was balling. But at that point, age caught up. Knees weren't the same. But like always, he gave all the effort in the world. This was just a great all-star moment. And then to see him in the 18, to see him in his jersey for the last time, super dope, man. Super dope, very memorable. I'm glad I was able to see that in person. This is one of those videos, man. It stokes me to do YouTube videos like this, right? This is why I do it. Brings me back to the emotional times of trying to get jerseys from the NBA store, trying to pick up sneakers that he wore on court. This is why we do it, right? Jordan 18s, Jordan 6s, Jordan 8s, Jordan 13s.
Sorry, I'm still not sure about that.
This is definitely beautiful, right? Like I said, man, I'm gonna probably do an individual review for all of these jerseys. I may have done some quick comparisons or quick videos, and even if I did, it was so long ago that I don't have the same lighting. We have the newest iPhone, which gives you the craziest resolution. So I'll probably update a lot of these videos. I'll add the sneaker, I'll show you the sneaker up close, and just have an archive of Michael Jordan, Mitchell and Ness jersey sneaker collection videos. This is just something I always love to do. So shout out to you guys for tuning in. And on that note, we out. Peace.